welcome in Huntsville. Another wonderful good morning to you. Thanks for waking up with us. What do you love about Huntsville? What makes this a great place to be?
Everyone here is very genuine and very kind and friendly. You never hesitate to speak up and say hello or good morning or just acknowledge the person walking by.
The thing that I love most about Huntsville, I love the peace that Huntsville brings. I love the peace that it gives me.
I feel accepted and part of the town and like I belong here.
Huntsville is where my lovely wife lived when I met her, so I moved here. So I'm pretty thankful for her.
All right.
We're bucking for you in Huntsville, Texas.
Hello, I'm Billy Coppin, the Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home.
Hey, it's Kay Boating with Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools.
Good morning, Huntsville.
Good morning.
Hey, I'm Karen.
I'm Toy. And I'm Denise.
And from all of us at Walker County Federal Credit Union, good morning, Huntsville.
Well. What was the old phrase? Look what the
Cat drug in.
Yeah, but I don't want to. I'm giving a preview here of what's happening. No one can see yet.
Nobody can?
Nobody. All right, you ready, Rick?
I'm ready.
Coming at you live. Rick and Kay. Hi, Bubba.
Hey, Bubba.
Kay, welcome back. I missed y'all. It just hasn't been the same.
I know.
Rick, good to see you, brother.
It's never the same without me.
I was so sad. We had ambassadors of the chamber. Just wasn't the same. Rick, with you not there.
Because we didn't have the van.
Didn't have the van. I didn't get to drive. It's a whole other thing. So,
what?
Do you make Kay drive everywhere?
No.
Okay.
He values his life.
Yeah, this is why. He wants me to be there at the ambassadors because I have to drive him.
Yeah.
He
makes a wonderful. He knows where we're going most of the time, and I don't. I have no clue.
Well, Googlina does.
Yeah, well, we're much better at using Googlina.
Googlina's a really good friend of mine. She's, over the years, she's starting to learn a little bit more. It's taken her a while, but she's learning a little bit. Did you ever have a Garmin GPS in your car?
No, but my son did.
Yeah.
It's weird that we still. To me, it's weird. You can chime in on this if you think it's weird.
It's weird.
Well, most everybody has a smartphone, right?
Yeah.
Most everybody. And I still see people, and I'll look over the red light, and they're on their phone. They're on their iPhone, which, that's a no-no, especially in this area. It's a big thing. You don't do that. Well, I'll look over, and the people that are on their iPhone or their smartphone, which has GPS built in, they have a big old Garmin right there in their dashboard. What do you need that for? There's nothing that thing provides that your cell phone does. In fact, your phone provides even more.
Well, my phone plugs into the radio in the van, and you can see where you're going, and it talks to you.
I'm still so, and people will pay $400 or $500 for some of these devices. Still, why?
You tell me. Why
Maybe
do you
they
vape?
don't want Big Brother knowing where they're going. I don't know.
Maybe. That's a good point. That could be a valid point. But Google even has the traffic and all that built in now.
Yeah.
You know, I'm hitting 115, 120 on 45.
Are you?
And
wow.
then I see that little blue megaphone thing and then a little siren up ahead, and then I gradually decrease the speed. And then I went down to the lawful 80. And then I wave, say, "Hey, Bubba." When I drive
Hey, Bubba.
"Hey, Bubba." He waves back at me, says, "Thank you for obeying the law." I said, "Yes, sir." And then look in my rearview mirror, and when it's a little tiny grain of sand, right back at it.
Wow.
No, I'm just kidding.
I know you're kidding.
Yeah.
I've been behind you before when you didn't know I was there.
Was I shaking my fist?
No, you were driving like Granny.
Yeah, I probably was. There's some times where I drive, depends on what's going on. Full transparency, I'm usually 5 miles over the speed limit.
We have gone to Sam's Club before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, when I was driving you, I
You drove.
and I went the speed limit.
I know.
I probably went under the speed limit because
I think you did the speed limit.
I wanted to protect, Kay. I didn't want anything to happen to Rick, so he'd come back safely to you. So we took it easy.
She was probably paying you.
Yeah, it was good fun. Welcome back. I've missed you guys. It's been
a long time. It seems like I've been gone forever.
Josie did a great job.
Well, she always does.
Yeah.
But I was happy to have y'all back. It was just it's I don't want to upset Josie, but it's just not the same. She did great. She did really wonderful.
Well, there's only one of her for one.
Yeah, it was just one, and I didn't have anybody to take jabs and shoot jabs with, like Rick over here. Talk about van driving and "Hi, Bubba" and that kind of. I mean,
I was going to say, I don't see Josie picking on you like Rick does.
No, not at all.
Do I pick on you?
Now, I pick on Josie on the show. I was asking her, I forget what it was. I asked her to talk like she was British or something. I got her to do, she wouldn't do it at first, but I finally got her to do it. But, it's not reciprocating like it is with Rick.
Yeah. I say there, old chap. How about a spot of bubbly gum?
Bubblicious. Is that still around, by the way?
I don't know.
I don't try to do accents because they come out really horrible.
I don't do accents either.
You do accents all the time.
But they're horrible.
Well,
that's what I meant to say. I do accent. I try to do accents, and they're horrible is what I meant. Yeah. Not good. I'm taking like a composition and a speaking class right now, and I should know how to articulate what I'm trying to say, K, and I can't. It didn't come out right.
Well, that's probably a sign of age.
I just, I was sitting here for 3 weeks almost, just beside myself, just lonely as all could be, and I'm so happy y'all
I'm
are
just
back.
a phone call away. Even when I'm way down there, I'm just.
You were a text message away. I texted you, and I mean, I was like, "Hey, I'm in Cancun." I was like, "Oh, I got a text from you while you were in Cancun." I wouldn't have expected that.
Yep.
but
We have a
y'all did.
really good phone plan.
That's good. Well, I'm glad y'all got a little R&R. Can you tell us a little bit about the trip? I like.
We flew there and we flew back.
Okay, there you go.
My arms are really tired now.
There was a video. Now I didn't put it up here. Now Rick, anything you put out there on Facebook's public.
Is it?
It really is. For our friendship, I'm not going to re-show it. I just didn't want to show it live on the show. I just wanted to make sure our friendship is still good.
Sure.
So I didn't want to show it.
Okay.
But there is a magnificent video of Rick off this ledge. Very good form, by the way.
Why, thank you.
When I saw that, I said, I kind of like that guy even more now. Rick is cliff diving, I guess you could say, but it's not. But it's really on a deck diving.
It's a deck built onto the cliff, but the cliff is only like 15 feet high. It's not real high.
It's high for me. I don't like deep water or anything high to begin with.
Well, the water doesn't look that deep, but it's probably about 20 feet deep there.
Yeah, see, if I would go down, I would go down and not come back up. I'm just not a fan of deep water.
I used to be a lifeguard.
Well, there you go. See, I can't tread water.
See, he keeps saying he was a lifeguard. Like that somehow says, "Oh, I can dive." It's not correlated.
What do you think we did when there was nobody around? There was a high dive at the pool.
So you just dove in.
Well, at that time, yeah, but
I considered doing a backflip off of there, but she told me if I did, I would be divorced. So.
Was it y'all's like first date when y'all were, the very first date, and y'all are sitting there, and the first thing that Rick says is, "Kay, it's so nice to meet you. You're so beautiful. You're everything I could have imagined and more. I was a lifeguard."
No, because a pudgy guy like me doesn't look like life. My sister once said I was so fast a swimmer because I didn't have any curves.
Okay, something else I ought to tell you. And it was a very distinct, different type of voice then. Okay, there's something else I need to tell you. I actually trained David Hasselhoff on Baywatch. Pamela Anderson tried to get my number. I said, yeah, right.
I'm waiting for the right one.
Waiting for Kay. I know she's on the way. And there it was. I remember that distinctly.
I don't know when I told you I was once a lifeguard, but it wasn't on our first date.
I don't know. We talked for quite a while, so it might have been.
It wasn't then.
This could be the inspiration this morning. I don't know if it's inspiration, Kay. See, here I go mixing up my words again. What do you say on a first date?
Hi, how are you?
You know,
Well, I remember one of the things I said on our first date.
Yeah, it was rude. It was very rude.
Really?
Go ahead, tell him, honey. Rude.
This is why we're talking about this. It's very important for relationship building.
Well, a lot of times people on their first date, they aren't themselves. They put on their best foot and they just, try to put on
I
airs
think she
or
means
something
they
like
put
that.
their best foot forward.
Whatever.
Well, now
And-
I can joke around this because Jason would put on his best foot. Love you, buddy.
Jason Thompson.
Yeah, he jokes about it. So Jason would put on.
He's such a character.
He
anyway.
would put on his best foot anyway. Sorry.
But I was just brutally honest, and I told him if he was looking for someone to cook and clean, keep looking, because I wasn't her.
Okay.
She didn't lie.
So
Was that like the first thing? The first words?
No.
no, but it was in there somewhere.
Oh, that would be great.
No, it wasn't.
No, I'm just thinking like if that was the very first word, like the first thing. Rick, it's so nice to meet you. Such a handsome lad. I bet you were a lifeguard in your previously. If you're looking for someone to cook and clean, not going to happen.
Keep looking.
Yeah. That's not how it went down, was it?
No, I don't remember exactly how it went down because it was more than 20 years ago. But
Oh, that's great. How did the so the trip went well? I saw the video, but who talked to you? Did you just do it? Did Kay talk you into the dive?
oh
What-
no,
you
I've been to that cenote before and done it before.
Yeah.
And is it, safe? Sometimes you go to these places and you're like, it's kind of questionable. Were there any nails on the deck? Any boards missing?
Well, it was very sharp rocks.
Okay.
If you happen to be walking barefoot.
And the rocks all had red tips on the end of
Yes,
them?
they
Okay.
did. I mean, there was a lot of blood. A lot of blood.
It was good form, though. If you get a chance, Rick Boning on Facebook, you'll see the dive. And it is now forever ingrained in my memory and known in Huntsville as the dive.
The dive.
The dive.
I would have been more impressed if it was 2 or 3 times as high as it was.
See, this is why we need an LED wall, because it would be so cool to have just a static image before the dive right behind us right now while we're talking about it.
Why?
Just it'd be cool. It would bring in the whole visualization of the story and why it's so important.
A short, pudgy, bald guy diving off a not so high cliff. I mean,
There was so I saw some younger kids
And
going,
viewership goes way down.
yeah.
it might go up, David Hasselhoff will call back and be like, yeah, buddy.
I remember those days.
Remember that guy. The cool thing about that video, though, is I saw, there's also some kids there that were they cheering you on or did they say anything?
Nobody said anything.
Man, I was hoping those kids would go, 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 go.
I was the only one that would dive off of there.
No one else did, huh? Wow. Was it other tourists that were there, do you think? Or was it
It was most of the people that were there were people that were part of the child care conference.
Okay.
We took one day and went on a excursion, but there were other people that were already there. So there was 2 or 3 groups there.
Yeah, so I know y'all got a little R&R, but it was a business trip. Though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was
We
definitely.
I didn't take any videos of what Kay was doing. She was sitting on the steps with her feet in the water, and there's tiny little fish that come up and nibble the dead skin off her feet.
Gosh, did you know that that's illegal in the United States?
No.
Yeah, when I had my IT company, there was a nail salon that started doing that, and I forget the phrase for it. And I don't know, maybe it's not in all the United, but in Williamson County it is. And the health department came, and they're like, "You can't do this," But there were people lined up out this guy once the word got out, because it's a big deal. But there were people lined up waiting to set up appointments with this guy.
There used to be downtown aquarium. You used to be able to go through and put your hand in. Remember?
Yeah, but that's
But
not
that's
the
not
same
there.
as having them nibble your feet.
No, but they're not there anymore. The fish where you can put your
I don't
hand
know.
in.
What happened was, someone, a fish rights advocate. It's a bureaucratic group called the FRA.
PETA?
No, not them. This is specifically fish rights advocates. FRA. Just made it up, by the way.
I know.
Sounds really good.
No, I could tell it was made up.
Pull out well, I got my NRA light. Oh, I got my FRA also there, Bubba. I really like them fish. What happened was the FRA shut them down. What they discovered was women back in the day were using the nail polish, but it had lead paint in it on their toenails, and the little tiny fish were eating the lead and unfortunately dying in millions and millions of numbers, Kay. And so the FRA shut them down. Fish rights advocates.
These are wild fish in a cenote.
No lead paint. So
Well, there's also a big sign that says don't have any suntan oil on or anything like that.
okay. So they are looking out for the fish.
Yeah, they're looking out for the
FRA
environment.
would be very proud of them. So, well, hey,
Well,
here
it's FRA endorsed.
it's got the stamp of approval on it. It's a little fish nibbly. It's like the logo. The
Yeah.
actual logo, okay, is a toe, big toe, with a little fish nibbly on it. That's and it says FRA fighting for your rights, fish rights advocates.
I like it.
Yeah. Hey, we are here. Welcome. That was a good intro. See, this was the energy that I needed to get back, so I'm glad y'all are here. Episode number 444 this morning. Many of you are already joining us. How about Russell Humphrey with an official? Oh, yeah. Joining us this morning. Good morning to you, Mayor. A lot of folks, we'll get to all of you here in just a little bit as well. We are here. Big thank you to Elliot Herzlich, Elliot's Jewelers, online at elliotsjewelers.com. Had a chance to go by and see Elliot yesterday. I'll talk more about that here in just a few moments. But, of course, we could not be here and promote the good and do community initiatives without our foundation support. And that does include on this very wonderful Wednesday, sometimes a wacky Wednesday, depends on where Rick and I are going. Kay keeps us pretty level. But big thank you to Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools. Great, awesome organization if you're looking for early childhood education. Kay is very devoted. You guys just, I just love what y'all do. I will say this. There's one thing that were you on the show when I mentioned something about Braylon pouring?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because Montessori teaches, and there's motor skills involved in that. I mean,
Right.
we take it for granted when we grow up, but little children, to be able to pour liquid from one container into another container, especially if it's small, there's a lot of coordination and motor skills that goes on with that. Well, Braylon was pouring, and she did it again, and I thought of you again. And I was like, oh, that Montessori school. Because she was pouring, but she didn't spill it. So then I was like, oh, the Montessori school, so it worked out great. But we found a way to keep her entertained now. Bless you. Okay. Bless
She's
you.
not done. There she goes.
Why is it always two?
Oh, it's
It's
usually
not.
3 or 4.
Ah,
It's
don't hold it.
4 or 5.
Don't hold back.
I didn't.
If you hold those sneezes back,
Oh, she didn't hold it back.
it'll get it it makes its way up here. And then, your aisles start twitching, and then, there's a vein in there that starts going like this. If you hold it in, you got to get it out.
Yeah, I agree.
It's known to cause memory blockages.
That's what's wrong with me.
Yeah. So, no, but in all joking, I did think that. I was like, oh, man, she's learned this at the Montessori. But it's great. It's not a bad thing. But it's so neat. And Miss Avery said this. It was the best compliment that a parent can get, I think, was the other day when I picked up Braylon. Miss Avery was there, and that's her teacher, and she does an awesome job. And she said, your little girl has so much vocabulary, and she said she just is years beyond where 3-year-olds normally are. And I said, well, that's because of you guys and also, the initiative to teach her to read or reading with her. Mm-hmm. And now this is one kind of electronic gadget that I do think is good. My sister got her Leapfrog books. Have you ever seen these things? Mm-hmm. Braylon, it's incredible. And guess what? There's some Montessori involved in this because she's taking her hand and she's putting it over the words. She's visualizing. She's using the pen. You got to have motor skills to use the pen to read the words. And so she'll put the pen on the words, tap it. If you don't have the motor skills, you can't do that, especially a child. When they try to color, they're all over the place, right? Braylon is so good at her motor skills, thanks to Tomorrow's Promise now, and pouring water, which has turned into a great thing. She takes that little pen, touches the letters and the words, and the Leapfrog pen will say what it is, and she's repeating it. Mm-hmm. There are skills that she acquired at Tomorrow's Promise and that she's continuing to acquire that have helped with that. So it's really cool to watch your child, and it was so cool to just receive that feedback from Miss Avery, and I was like, kind of put you on cloud nine. I'm like, all right, Daddy's doing what he needs to do.
Well,
Mama's
the other
doing
thing,
it.
you've never talked to her as if she was, I won't say a baby, but you've never used baby talk with her.
Well,
Because we talked about that a long time ago of, saying Baba and
Oh, yeah, I don't do
this
that.
and that,
Bubba. Don't say Bubba.
yeah, you want your Bubba? Hi, Bubba. No, you're right, and when she was younger, she never really had a pacifier. She did for she never really liked one, maybe a week. But I never said passy. I just don't. I get annoyed. You want your passy? No, it's called a pacifier. You want your Bubba? You want your blankie? You want your ball?
I'm a little bit offended because I have a pacifier.
You do? No, you have a passy.
No, I've got a pacifier. Jack Daniels, but it's a pacifier.
Gosh. But no, I'm
the
not.
same bottle that's been there for 10 years.
Yeah.
It's not opened.
Same one.
It's a
I just
pacifier
hold
just to
it.
look at it.
It was funny. I had I'll finish this thought though. I'm not judging any parents that do that, but it really does help the vocabulary. It helps your children learn to use words to where you can understand them more. And Braylon is trying to really say complete sentences, and she does a great job with it. And I don't understand how her little brain comes up with what it does. And now she tells stories. Mm-hmm. The only thing that you go through these waves of stuff, Kay, and there for a while she started saying dada. I have no idea why that started. It stopped. I was like, no, it's daddy, sweetheart. She finally, for like a week, it was cute for a week, and I was like, you got to start saying daddy again. So she says daddy again, or dad, and I don't mind daddy. That's all right. But she's just so good with her words, and the only thing is we're in this wave right now, like I just said, and right now it's I don't know. And I'm trying to break her out of that. Because I'll ask her every day, hey, sweetheart, what'd you learn at school today? And she'd tell me, oh, we colored, we played with, we did this, we poured, whatever. But now
it's hard. Rob, what'd you learn today?
I learned that it's always good to be on time, start the show on time. I did learn that I do need to open up the door a little bit earlier. So, see, I learned a couple of things.
But a child, their learning is their work. When they're playing, they're learning, and that's their work. And so when you're asking them what they learned, it's kind of like an overwhelm,
I learned so much.
I
don't know.
Well, she was
so
really good.
It's better to say, what was your favorite thing you did today?
Ah, okay, there we go.
Or what, kind of thing, or what'd you have the most fun with, or tell me about your day, or things like that, because then that'll bring that out. But what did you learn today? I mean, if somebody said to me, what did you learn today? It's like, do you want to hear my whole day? I mean, because, ideally I've learned many, many things throughout the day, and it's hard to sit there and go, oh, well, I learned 1, 2, I learned A, B, C, D, E, F, G, I mean, because it's overwhelming.
When my daughter was 14, she would come home from school, and I'd say, what'd you do today? And she would give me a detailed report, starting with breakfast.
Well, at 8:07,
that lasted all day long.
It lasted
3
for hours.
You're sitting here with a journal, like.
And she did that for weeks.
That's awesome. How old was she?
About 14.
Oh, that's cool. That's
and
great, though.
She's 40 now, and she still calls me Dad, so they never outgrow that.
I want my daughter to still call me. I hope she'll call me Daddy when I'm, there's just some.
Mine still does. Daddy.
I know when I never called my dad Daddy until he passed, and I didn't realize it, Kay, because there's something personal. I mean, it's Dad, but there's something really personal when you say Daddy. I don't know how to describe it. For me, it was just, and when I had officiated his funeral, I think the last words that, and it was the only time that I'd broken down a little bit. It was difficult, but I said, my daddy loved you all very much. And there was just, I don't know why I said that. I went back and I was listening a few months ago to that service because we recorded it, and I was just missing my dad, and I wanted to hear, the what we had said and put together about him. And there was that moment, and I was like, why did I say that? I never call my dad daddy, but in that moment, I called him daddy.
Maybe that's our generation, because I don't remember calling my dad daddy.
But there was just there's something personal about that. And it's like mama, it's like we say mama, but there's something real personal with mommy. When you say mommy, there's something personal about it too. So it's just...
It's going back to that trust that you felt when you were little. Yeah.
Yep. So, it's just, those are things that you hold near and dear. And, we have an opportunity to love on people and to build relationships. And here's the inspiration this morning, Kay, and it started with that talk. Think about those that you have in your life, whether it's your parents, whether it's your brother, your sister, maybe your friend, maybe an aunt or an uncle. And don't take those relationships for granted. I'm so thankful right now. My cousin is spending time with my aunt and his aunt as well. Or as in Fargo, they don't like you to say aunt. What's an aunt? That's an insect. My aunt. Don't you know? He's getting to spend time with and I'm kind of jealous because I need to go see her. She's almost 90 years old now. And that you get 90 years old, you're getting up there. Now, I don't say you're old. You're not old until you're 108. But he is getting to spend time with her right now because he cherishes that. He's like, I need to go up and see Aunt Martha and be with her and spend some time with her. And so that's the inspiration this morning. Maybe there's someone in your family or somebody that you just haven't talked to in a while. Get on the phone, pick up the phone, call them. My cousin, did you ever have cousins that you called aunts and uncles? We're kind of a weird breed, our family, I guess. There's a cousin. I have two cousins that I always called aunts and uncles. And my Aunt Joyce is really my cousin, and she was up in the Waco area in the hospital. My sister got to go visit her. We didn't get to go up there and see her. She's 90, but she had pneumonia. And thankfully, she's out, and she's back at home and resting now. But I have another cousin, Janie, that I haven't talked to in a long time. And she called me when she found out my cousin Ralph had passed away. And I was like, this is important to... There's no bad blood or bitterness. We just never pick up the phone and called each other. And my cousin Janie called me and talked to me. We had a good 30-minute call the other day. I was like, I need to do this more often. It just feels good to reconnect with people, especially family that you haven't. So that's my challenge today. Just think of that one person. It doesn't have to be anybody you've been in a scuffle with, but just think of that one person. Maybe a family, maybe a cousin. I challenge you this morning. Pick up the phone. And call them sometime today. If they're not local, if they're local, go by and see them. But if they're far, pick up the phone and call them and just say, hey, I was just thinking of you today. Mention the Good Morning Huntsville show. Mention it's sponsored by Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools. And say, I was just thinking of you today. And I just wanted to pick up the phone and call. And then report back. If you do that, report back to us. You don't have to go into details, but put a comment and let us know tomorrow how that went and what you learned from that. I think that would be a neat challenge. I'm going to challenge myself to do that today, and I already have one person on my mind that I'm going to call today and say what's up to him. He don't like talking. He'll talk for 15 seconds. Then I got to go, but I'm going to call him. And then I'm going to report back tomorrow that, I called him and he hung up right away.
Well, we invited our cousin to Cancun, my cousin, but she claims him. So he and his wife spent a week there with us.
Oh, awesome. Okay. I'm waiting. Was there more?
No, that was it.
That was it. Okay.
I was just thinking.
Rick was looking really excited. Okay, like he was about to. He's like, "We invited our cousin."
We did.
And then I was expecting this.
We had a good time.
Yeah, I was expecting like, "Oh man, I gotta tell you," and it just didn't happen.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We spent 4 days in the rain.
Yeah, rainy and windy the first few days.
We still had fun.
Yeah, that's
They
great.
did not import the weather. They should have.
They didn't
import the weather.
That ties in with what your top 10 list is today.
Great.
So,
what's my top 10? Yeah,
it's coming here in a minute. Well, hey, let's take a brief break. Do want to remind you, check this out, Kay. Man, we have got – I kind of want to give this away today. I really do. This is beautiful. I think I'm going to give this away today. I told Deborah I was going to wait until Friday. You mind holding this real quick here, Kay? This is such a beautiful gift basket. There are all sorts. The goodies are kind of hidden down in there. My friend Deborah Wyan makes these gift baskets. She's also made these wreaths. She's even wrote up notes for me, which is great. This is a super Valentine combo.
Super Valentine.
Sounds like we're at Hardee's Burgers back in the day, like
Yeah.
super combo. You want to read a little bit about what's in this combo?
I can't.
You want to, Rick? Let's let Rick read it real quick.
The Super Valentine combo. 2, count 'em, 2 handcrafted soaps, the Valentine blend and the cherry vanilla. 2 wax melts, cherry vanilla and a black raspberry vanilla. A keychain with heart, a Valentine bracelet, peppermint lip balm, tinted citrus lip balm, tinted citrus.
Yeah.
Okay.
It comes off the police car windows. I don't even know what that means.
I don't either. Busy Bee lotion bar, a desk stand Valentine decor love sign,
A death stained?
desk stand.
Oh, I thought you said a death stained.
Are my teeth loose?
I was like, golly, what's a death stain?
Desk stand.
Okay.
You are loved lapel pin. I
Okay.
don't have a lapel. Oh, I do have a lapel. Business card for steadfast keepsakes.
Ah, okay. There you go. So
Oh,
this,
wait, there's stuff on the back. No, I can't read
yeah,
that.
a ton of stuff on here. Okay, thank you for holding it. A ton
Yeah,
of
and
things.
I see that you put it on today's show. So,
You are ineligible.
well, no. So,
Save the best for Wednesdays.
no. So, you put it on today's show. So Rick is ineligible to win.
But he's eligible to buy.
Well, that's true. But he might have to get creative as to what he's going to do for Valentine's Day. So.
Well, don't worry, Rick, because I've got you. I've
Thank
got a
you,
way that
Rob.
you can benefit CASA again, too. And
Correct.
it's a double whammy. It's a two-edged sword. So we'll talk about that in a minute. This is Deborah Wine. She makes these gift baskets. By the way, there's a lot of things in here. This is a great thing to get for Valentine's Day. We are going to give this away today on the show. We're going to give this
But
away.
I can't have it.
You can have it. So, guys, if you're out there, ladies, maybe you want to get something for yourself. Who knows? But you've been texting in
Seems
all
a
week.
little unfair.
Yeah, seems a little. You've been texting in all week. Text in your name on the 0 Degree Creations phone and text line at 936-339-0139. Text in now. Just text in your name. Our system is capturing those. And if you've texted in this week, go ahead and text in again today. We are going to call a lucky winner today of this gift basket. Now, here's the deal. Here's the cool part of this, Kay. If you don't win it, you can buy it. Okay? She has gift baskets that range from $85 that are really exorbitant all the way down to $25 that still are great, that still have items in there. It's my
Well, there were
friend.
prices out there that looked to me like they added up to quite a bit.
Yeah. I think everything that's in here, this is probably one of those higher end $85. There's a lot of stuff in here. And Deborah hand makes a lot of the soaps, the lip balms. That's her business, Steadfast Keepsakes. And she said, I want to give away one of these baskets on your show. Even comes with the basket. So, I mean, the basket's beautiful as it is, but she hand makes most of this stuff in here. It's absolutely beautiful, and you can win it today. And if you'd like to buy one of these, call Deborah Wyan at 936-662-5116. It's Steadfast Keepsakes. What did I say earlier? Not Death Stain, but Steadfast. Steadfast Keepsakes.
That was
Are you going to
desk
put the
stand.
number on the
Yeah, well, we need to put it up on the screen.
Yeah.
This could also double as an Easter egg basket.
93. Here, I'll grab this from you, Kay. Thank you for holding that. The lovely Vanna White, Kay Boning, holding this for us today. That is Steadfast Keepsakes. And just remember Death Stain. That'll help you remember it.
Desk stand.
Desk stand. And that number is, I'm slowly going here, Kay. The number, hey, Joyce Parrish is joining us. She says, I love learning about our locals. Thank you. Thank you for joining us this morning, Joyce. And Joyce, why don't you text in to win this beautiful gift basket? 936 Don't text this number, but Deborah's number if you want to call. If you want to, yeah, this would be cool. Deborah's like, why am I getting text messages? If you'd like to buy one of these, gift baskets, call up Deborah or text her at 936-662-5116. So again, that's the number to call Deborah if you'd like to buy one. But if you would like to enter to win, text in your name to 936-339-0139. That is the 0 Degree phone and text line is the number today to text in your name to win. We'll take a brief break. Hey, when we come back.
What? I have Rick's
Top 10.
Top 10?
Yeah. Brought to you by David Hasselhoff. Coming up when we come back. So we'll take a brief break. Hey, as always, our show here, we have a lot of fun, but there's a very serious aspect to what we do, too, and that is mentioning early childhood education and why it's so important. Tomorrow's Promise, they're the place that we take our children. They are thriving, doing extremely well. Go by and see them. They've got availability over there. Over 27 years of excellence now. It's Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools, 3 locations to serve you here in Huntsville and throughout Walker County. More information online at tomorrowspromise.info. We'll take a brief break. We'll be back in a moment. Stay with us. More to come. It is your show. This is Good Morning Huntsville on a very wonderful Wednesday. Stay with us.
Illuminate your child's future at Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools in Huntsville. Established in 1997 by Kay Boning, our award-winning center merges Christian values with 25 years of Montessori excellence, promoting wonder and discovery in every child. As the only Montessori school within 45 miles, we provide a fun and friendly environment, individualized Montessori methods, and love and care as if each child were our own. Safety is a priority, and with a recent $50,000 investment, our facilities inspire growth, creativity, and learning. Plus, as a nonprofit, we open Montessori doors to families of all economic backgrounds. Partner with the community pillar where every child's promise shines bright. Discover Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools today. Visit tpms.life. That's tpms.life. This is Guardian Defense in Huntsville, Texas, a trusted family-owned and operated gun store and range in the heart of East Texas. Guardian Defense is your one-stop destination for Texas LTC, NRA basic pistol and rifle courses, pistol refresher training, as well as a wide selection of quality firearms and ammunition. At Guardian Defense, empowerment is within reach through their Texas DPS-approved license to carry classes. Certified instructors will guide you through every facet of firearm safety, conflict resolution, and the pertinent legal aspects. Book now to become proficient and responsible in handling a firearm with complete confidence. For the eager learners, the fundamentals of pistol and rifle usage await discovery in their comprehensive 8-hour NRA basic courses. You're invited to connect with Guardian Defense on Facebook and Instagram, or give them a call at 936-293-0364. You can also visit them online at guardiandefensellc.com. Guardian Defense, your reliable partner in mastering firearm safety and acquiring quality firearms in the heart of Texas.
Hey, I'm Denise Olivas, Business Account Specialist at Walker County Federal Credit Union, and our business is helping you take care of your business. In addition to personal accounts, Walker County Federal Credit Union also offers business accounts and business lending for commercial customers. We're devoted to taking care of the needs of our individual members and helping our business members with their financial success too. Call us today and find out how easy it is to work with Walker County Federal Credit Union. Member NCUA.
This is KHSP LP, Huntsville, Texas, the spirit of Huntsville.
This is Kay Boning with Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools, and you're listening to Spirit Radio.
Sounds like the Monster Jam. Go, 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 go. This weekend only, it's Monster Jam. It's not really Monster Jam, though. Here's what it is.
What exactly is Monster Jam?
I don't know.
I love this shades on that.
It's Rick's Top 10. From the heart of Huntsville, Avenue J, here's Rick Boning.
Yes, that's me. Oh, wait.
Now you can do it.
Today is-
now you're live.
I'm live?
Yeah.
Born
Just a
and
second
bred.
ago it was your head bouncing.
Oh,
You didn't
now I'm
miss
live.
the-
Got it. Woo!
Today is National Weather Person's Day.
Yes, I've never seen these before. Top 10 signs you might be a weather person for National Weather Person's Day edition. Number 10, your wardrobe consists entirely of suits in stormy gray, tornado black, and sunny yellow.
No Hawaiian shirts?
Evidently not. Number 11.
Yeah, the numbers.
We went from 10 to 19.
Yeah, it's always 10 to 19.
Your neighbors rely on you more than their phone apps and blame you for all bad weather.
That's true.
I get blamed for that whether I said it or not. 12. You once tried to name your kid Hurricane Bob, but your spouse said no.
I like how it said 12. It's a top 10, but it's 12.
Yeah.
Because it goes from 10 to 19.
I don't know why.
That's because the weather's always wrong.
Yeah.
I'll go with that.
The top 10, so it has to be the top.
Yeah, this is the bottom 20 list.
The next one is
Yeah, there you go.
you spend more time talking to a green screen than actual people. I do that now, and I'm not a weather person.
We have a green. We should have put you behind the green screen
Yeah.
while you're doing this.
Could have had a hurricane in the background.
A
Your
picture
I-
of him diving in the background.
Yeah, that would have been great.
There was no weather involved.
It was, there was
It was
weather
warm.
that day.
It was bright sunshine.
Yeah, that's weather.
There's weather on Mars, Rick.
There is. Not good weather. Your idea of a fun weekend is chasing storms and arguing with Doppler radar. I don't know how you argue with radar, but okay. The next one. You perfected the art of looking serious while wildly guessing.
That's a good one.
I like that one.
You do that all the
I
time.
do. Yes, we're going to have a great year.
Today, the weather is going to be sunny and bright.
That's right.
They don't know anything.
Okay, the next one is you get paid to say there's a 50% chance of rain, which means you have a 100 chance of being right.
Yeah, there you go.
100%.
There you go.
You're given a 5-minute report on light drizzle.
Yeah, or snow pellets.
Yeah.
You know, here, every winter season, or anytime we have winter weather, every year I hear different terms for it. There's ice flakes. That was another one. There's snow pellets. Every year they come up with stuff.
In Alaska, there's like 26 different types of snow.
Yeah.
I mean, they have words for 26 different types.
That
Wow.
would be Eskimos. Eskimos, Inuits.
I said in Alaska.
Well, Alaska's a state. It sounds like Americans have 26 different words.
No, in the state of Alaska.
I barely know 26 different words.
And you're proving it right now.
Well, you need to sign up for the Dolly Parton's Imagination Library, young man.
Cool. I've aged out. You get recognized more for being wrong than being right. I feel that one.
This is also marriage counseling top 10.
And the very last one, you can say cold front with a straight face while standing in front of a burning hot sun graphic.
There you go. Yeah, that's about it. All right.
That was Rick's top 10.
There it is.
And I feel so much better now.
There we go. Live from Studio J
Studio J. Is that what we call this now?
on Avenue J. Rick's top 10.
In Huntsville, Texas.
Rick's top 10. Here's Rick. I missed
thank you very much.
Hey, by the way, Josie did your top 10 list for you.
Did she?
She did.
I missed it.
She did all right. So there you go.
I mean,
Rick's-
I could answer text, but video was problematic.
yeah, you only had 2G instead of 5G.
I think we only had half a G.
Yeah. I got a lot of G.
Yeah. I've named mine. This is Raul.
Right.
Raul.
No credit, don't sweat it. All right, Kay. Switching gears. Let's talk some serious business now. Rick's like, I don't think so. Something I wanted to mention, we are here, Kay's Wednesday Wisdom. We always have a segment talking about different things involving children and parents and those that are helping children. And Kay, something that you guys had posted the other day on your social media page was about just kind of the importance of children taking naps. Now, I don't know how y'all do it, but Braylon takes, and so does Caden. They take naps every day at Tomorrow's Promise. Braylon even brags about her nap mat. I can't get her to take a nap till the end of the earth at home. I have to lay down with her. And I've tried to let her scream it out. You guys have it down to an art and a science. So thank you for that. But let's talk about the importance of naps. We'll start with children, because adults need naps once in a while too. But this is primarily focused on children. What is the Wednesday Wisdom today and the importance of napping for children?
Well, like at Tomorrow's Promise, they have gotten so many learning things going on during the morning. And you don't think about the pouring being learning, but there's a hands-on, everything they're doing. They're active. They're moving around. They're not sit at the same time. They're exploring and interacting with different types of materials. And so by the time they eat lunch, they're exhausted. I mean, their minds have really been going. Their bodies have been going. And so we don't tell them they have to nap, but they do have to rest their bodies for 30 minutes. And that just, most of the time they'll fall asleep, and that gives their brain time to rejuvenate itself. It gives the body time to get some more energy. It increases their concentration. It improves their mood. Because you've all been grumpy when she gets too tired.
It's me that's me every morning, being too tired when I wake up.
But that's, and a lot of times they might not nap on the weekend if they're not actively engaged in doing a bunch of different things. Because, their mind might not be stimulated as much as they are at school.
Yeah, well, it's important. I think a lot about, even on the adult side, about taking naps. And it's something that I do the power naps as an adult. And I know for me, it's absolutely a refresher. But I've got to keep it within 20 minutes. And I know there's studies, if you get into a deep REM sleep, you wake up feeling and it's actually not beneficial. It's actually worse. And so most days, I will, if you ever see, please don't call the police or call the EMS. If you see me on the side of the road in Huntsville or at a restaurant, a drive-through restaurant with a big golden arch on it, and you see me in my truck passed out because I take 10 to 15-minute naps in my truck. Sometimes if I'm parked here at church, I'll go grab something to eat, and I'll just come, instead of coming in here, I'll just park over here, and I take a nap in my truck. I'll be listening to something, and I'll fall asleep. And I set my alarm intentionally to make sure that I don't extend 20 minutes, that I don't exceed that. And I'll tell you, when I get back up, I feel great. Now, children, it's a whole different ballgame. Children need more than a power nap. They really need to sit back, recharge. And Braylon gets such great naps with you guys. When I pick her up, let me put it this way. When she's at home and she doesn't take a nap, and we try to get her down for a nap, it's funny how people say, "We're gonna go put her down." Like it's like your children aren't your dogs, But have you ever? People say that, "Oh, we're gonna go put them down for." No, they're gonna go take a nap. If there's times where she won't take a nap, boy, she is just grouchy, and especially at night, angry. It really does play a role making sure that these children get naps.
Mm-hmm. Well, and like when I was in college, I had an hour between classes, and I would go to my dorm room and set my alarm for 15 minutes, and I could lay down, go to sleep, and wake back up in 15 minutes, and then go to the cafeteria. And by then, the line had kind of died down, and eat my lunch. And it rejuvenated, reset my brain, gave me time to just relax. But, if you take a power nap, it can improve your alertness for the afternoon. Mm-hmm. Because, everybody knows after you eat lunch, you're like, oh, there's a reason why some countries have siestas in the afternoon. But you can also wake up in a better mood. I mean, it helps. It helps your mood. It can increase your memory.
Yeah.
And it helps you have a creative mindset, and it will reduce your stress. And it can also improve your heart health.
I was reading something that Maria Montessori said, and there was a book that she had written, and I probably should read this book. I don't know the book. It just says she wrote a book. She talked about it.
She wrote more than one.
Yeah, I was going to say she probably wrote a lot. But there was something she quoted here that said, the design of the home environment is tied to the protection of the adult sleep, not always keeping the child's own needs and desires in mind. Who would deny that children need sleep? But if a child is so alert, so capable of observation, may not be a sleeper, but the children need to take naps. They need to be asleep. Need to take a good long nap. So good stuff, and it's making me want to take a nap thinking about it. So let me ask you as an adult. No, I don't mean that's something kind of rude though. I like to sleep. That's what I'm getting at. I like to take naps. Let me ask you and Rick. Do you take naps? Do you take a power nap?
Yes. Not all the time. Not
very
day,
often, really.
But I do better if I take a little nap, and otherwise in the evening I'm kind of like.
I used to never take a nap because I couldn't sleep at night. However, now that I've gotten older, I hit that 65 mark.
I still don't believe that, by the way.
What?
There's no way.
What?
You're not 65.
No, I'm not. I'm 66 now.
That is not accurate.
January 15th, 1959. Do the math.
How's this guy keep it looking like he's, would you say 66?
Yeah, I am 66.
How do you keep it looking like you're 64? No, I'm just kidding, man.
I agree.
But no, it is good, and I think, as for Bridget and I, like days that she's off, I know if I call the house at a certain time, she's going to be taking a nap. She worked, and we all need that refresh and recycle. And so that's my question to you this morning. Do you take power naps throughout the day? And what do you find is ideally best for you? What works best for you? For me, I can't go home and like take a nap in the bed because I'll sleep for 2 hours if I do that. I try to take them in the truck. I like to just go to the truck, sit down, take a nap. There was a guy when I had my IT company, Kay, that really turned me on to this idea of taking these naps. He was a commercial real estate investor in Austin, and got to know him, named Joe Linsalata. Love the name, by the way, because I used to say, "Oh, it's a whole lot of Linsalata." That was my joke with him, because he was a whole lot of he would talk. He was just he had a lot of knowledge, kind of a tall, skinny guy. So there wasn't a whole lot to him, but he had a whole lot of knowledge. And I just remember always saying a whole lot of Linsalata. I just remembered that. It's funny how your brain works. But I went and talked to him, and he said, I asked him. I used to ask people when I was younger, like, how have you became so successful? I'd always ask people that. What led you to where you're at? How did you become successful? I guess that's why I love interviewing people now, because I like to hear the stories from others. And Joe told me, he said, every day I take a nap. And here was this guy that was a major commercial real estate developer in Austin, beautiful office right downtown. And as I'm leaving one day, he's like, I'll follow you out. He says, I'm going to go take my nap. And he'd go to his car, away from the office, just out in the parking lot. He parked under a tree, and he'd go to his car and take a nap. And he'd take a 20-minute nap and he's the one that told me, he said, do not exceed 20 minutes. Mm-hmm. And so because of that, I moved an old couch that I had from the house into my office that I used to have. And I told my employees I'd shut the door, and I literally had a sign that says, I'm napping. Don't disturb me. And I would take 20-minute naps there when I had my IT business, and it really did. It helped out a lot. There were times, if I didn't set an alarm, that I would sleep way too long, and I'd wake up and not get anything done the rest of the day. So, but good stuff, especially, I know we're focusing primarily on children, but make sure your children are getting the sleep that they need, not only at night. A routine is also really important, okay? You want to make sure if you're putting your children to sleep every day at 7:30, continue that, even if you're traveling. I know it's not ideal, but I used to be the guy and the parent that would get so upset before I had children. People, I'm going to go put my kids. If they're kids, they can go to sleep whenever they want. Well, one, I'd call them kids. Now I call them children. But two, I get it, because the routine gets thrown off. And you can work a month getting a child into a routine. All it takes is that one time to throw them out of it.
Children need consistency.
Yeah.
And the Montessori method and what you do, with Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools provides a routine for the children. Can you maybe expand? I know I'm just kind of spitballing this one at you, but can you maybe expand a little bit on that, just the routine aspect of things?
Well, you have a routine every morning. You know, when you get up, you have your alarm set. You get up. You might brush your teeth first, then you get in the shower, or And so, as an adult, we have these routines, and we get really upset if our routine gets out of whack. If, for example, the baby gets sick and is throwing up or something, and it's like you didn't get to brush your teeth or something like that, or you get woke up at the wrong time, or the dog jumps on the bed and wakes you up or something.
Wets in the carpet.
If you
every morning at 5:30 I go out and howl. And that really bothers me if I don't get to do that.
Yeah, okay.
But we are very set in our ways as to how we do things. And a lot of times parents, will get up a little bit earlier so they can have their routine, but then they think nothing of, okay, get up, do this, and not having that routine for their child. Or their routine gets out of whack, so then their child's routine for the day gets out of whack. And so the more that you can have things be the same and be consistent, the more you're relaxed and you've got a good mindset and a good mood, and then you're open to learning. And so just people come when they get their routine out of whack, a lot of times they're grumpy for that day, or they have to try to start over. I've heard several people, I'm going to reset, I'm going to go back out, I'm going to walk out the door, I'm going to go back in and start my day again. Like sometimes at work, it's like you walk in, it's like, and it's like, okay, I'm going to walk back out the door, walk back in with a fresh mindset.
Yeah.
And so children are a lot of ways, they're just like us. But we don't treat them the same. We just pick them up and say, okay, it's time to go. And they don't know that, they got their toys out and they're starting to play in the morning or something like that. Unless you have a consistent routine, if you're doing this, 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 and this, then they're out of whack and you've just kind of disrupted them.
Yeah, they're not used to that, yep. And
then like we have things called transition times where it's like we don't just grab, and say, we're doing this now. It's like, okay, you ring the bell and that lets them know, okay, it's time to start cleaning up your items. And then the next thing is that we're going to line up and then we're going to go outside, for example. And we might have a song that we're singing in between those times of the ringing of the bell, and them actually cleaning up and then lining up. But the bell kind of signifies that we're going to start doing something different.
Yeah, it gives them that precursor. I started thinking it would be nice for Rick if we have a bell for him, where you're saying, ding, 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 ding. Okay.
Me and Pavlov, we go way back.
Settle down now. Ding, 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 ding. No, but it's really good. In all seriousness, friends, if you're looking for a place, again, maybe you're a legal guardian, maybe a grandparent, and your children have asked you where can, they're wanting to know where their children can go. Visit Tomorrow's Promise online, tomorrowspromise.info. Our children go there. They're doing extremely well. We wouldn't take them any other place. They are doing a fantastic job. Charlotte over there, by the way, at the academy, boy, she runs a good ship over there. She's doing a great job. She's the director of the academy. 2 other locations besides the academy on Veterans Memorial. So very convenient. Anywhere you are in Huntsville, it's Tomorrow's Promise. More information, again, at tomorrowspromise.info. Thank you for the wisdom today. Kay's Wednesday Wisdom. We need to have you a little theme song and a little head bouncing around, Actually, what yours will be, it'll be like a brain. Like, we'll make it where your head opens and a brain comes out, and then all that, like a good graphic, though, not a scary one, all right? So we'll work on that for you.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, we'll work on that one for you, Kay. Well, let's take a break. We're going to call our winner when we come back, and just a few final announcements. We'll be back in a moment. Stay with us. It is your show brought to you by Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools. Again, online at tomorrowspromise.info. We'll be right back after this. Stay with us, please.
Tomorrow's Promise Montessori schools believe in creating spaces where children can learn, grow, and use their imaginations. At any Tomorrow's Promise location, children enjoy the largest playgrounds in town. Tomorrow's Promise Montessori is a fun school where every child learns at their own pace, and mastery of a concept is expected before moving on to the next concept. At Tomorrow's Promise, every child is respected, loved, and nurtured for the unique individual that they are.
Tomorrow's Promise Academy on Veterans Memorial now open. Visit tomorrowspromise.info for more information. Education you can trust.
Huntsville Executive Office Suites. Elevate your business image with prestigious move-in ready suites ranging from 150 to 3,000 square feet. Enjoy conference and training rooms, furnished and unfurnished options, custom build-outs, phone service, and a welcoming lobby. Coffee bar and dining area included for tenants. Benefit from 24/7 secure access and flexible lease terms. Located on Lake Road. Move-in begins in January. Contact Raven Property Management at 936-225-4378.
Hey friends, Rob Hipp, Media and Community Outreach Minister here at First Baptist Church, Huntsville. Let me ask you, when's the last time you felt real hope? Maybe it's been a while since you've been to church, or maybe you've never felt connected to a church at all. Well, friends, that's okay. Here at First Baptist, we're a harbor of hope, and we welcome everyone just as they are. We have programs throughout the week for all ages to come together, ask questions, grow in faith, and find the hope that only Jesus Christ can bring. Whether you're looking for a fresh start or a community to call home, we'd love for you to join us. Come experience something real. For more information, visit fbchuntsville.org. First Baptist Church, Huntsville, a harbor of hope.
In this harbor of hope, we are safe inside. Spirit of Huntsville, Spirit 94.3.
All right, back at it here as we wrap up in just a few moments. We are here live, downtown Huntsville. I've been getting emails from some marketing company out of Huntsville, Alabama, trying to get me to promote their stuff. I'm like, one, you're a marketing company, or they're trying to promote their client stuff. I'm like, you guys have failed miserably at being a marketing company because you're reaching out to
Yeah, we're about 500 miles away.
We're a long way away. In fact, I sent them an email. I said, can you please quit? I asked them politely, and they kept sending me emails. I said, stop emailing us. We're in Texas, not Alabama. We're in Greenbow, Alabama. It's Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
It's my favorite movie.
I got that reference.
All right.
Once.
Well, we do have a winner today. Again, this beautiful. You got to answer the phone to win, by the way. If you don't answer, you don't win. And
Does that mean I get it?
This is a beautiful gift basket. I was going to save it for Friday, but it is Valentine's gift basket. A lot of handmade goodies. A lot of awesome things in here, courtesy of Deborah Wyan. And, again, please support her. I'm going to put something up on social media, too, for folks so that they can buy these if they don't win today. But this is the gift basket. I'm trying to move this out of the way here. Rick, you mind setting it over there on your side?
Not a bit.
That's the gift basket. And let's head over to the 0 Degree Creations phone and text line.
Hey, I know that name.
Heard of that guy before. Has a couch in the candy cave.
No.
After eating all them Skittles, you got to take a nap. Part of the routine.
There's no couch in the candy cave.
No couch, huh? Well, may have to get you one.
There is a long steel table.
May have to get you one. I am the last one.
Hello.
Hello, this is Ron Mercury here alongside Abel and Bubba. We're just calling to let you know you water over there at the intersection's been leaking. Got into my sink, and we got some tainted water. My dog got sick. We took him to the vet. I need about $400 to get that dog kind of cleaned out there from their backwater.
Okay.
Wow, that was easy.
All right. My social security number. No, I'm just kidding. Welcome. I could tell. See, this is the joy of this show. We can generally detect if someone's going to be open to our poor humor.
Yeah, that's what it is, poor humor.
Yeah, and they won't say bad things. And today, our winner, who are we speaking with today?
Oh, thank you so much. Joyce Parrish.
Joyce, a new watcher of the show, huh?
Yes, Pastor Dan. I saw he said, I'm going to be on this program. He goes, I didn't know I was going to have to talk, but he told us about it Sunday, and I said, I need to start watching that.
Well, there you go. Yeah, Dan Moon came on. That's who you're talking about, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
well, great. Yeah, Dan is a board member over at the Care Center Huntsville. We had him and the men's minister on last, I think it was Thursday. So, well, how great is that, Joyce? Let us know, how long have you been here in Huntsville?
Oh, a little over 40 years.
Okay. Well, great.
Just a newcomer then.
Yeah, just a newcomer then, yeah. So,
You're one to talk.
Yeah, I've only been here 20.
well, every day, Joyce, and you probably caught on to this by now, you know, we have the show, but every day we have a different foundation sponsor. And on Wednesdays, it's Rick and Kay Boning from Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools. And
A 501c3.
501c3 nonprofit. They do a great job with early childhood education, the Montessori method. And so we appreciate you watching so much. And a beautiful Valentine's gift basket today. How about that?
Oh, I appreciate it.
Wonderful. Yeah, and Rick's holding it up here. You can't really tell, you know, because of the because it's covered.
It's still
but-
like so silver.
Yeah. So, well, hey, real quick, Joyce, we appreciate you. Kay always enjoys asking our guest a question, and so Kay is going to ask you a question.
Okay.
What are you thankful for today?
I am thankful for God's mercy.
Amen.
Amen. Well, there you go. Miss Joyce Parrish joining us on the YouTube feed today. So there you go. And we're also on Facebook, but any way you want to listen to us, we're here. And thank you for engaging with the program, Miss Joyce. We appreciate you very much.
Oh, thank you.
All righty. And hey, can you do me you already texted us, so I'm going to reply back. So just make sure you look at your phone a little bit. I'll give you instructions on how to pick up this gift basket, all right?
Okay.
All righty.
Yeah.
Well,
Have
hey,
a great day.
Appreciate it.
Yep, God bless you. We'll talk to you soon, all right?
Thank you. Enjoy it. Y'all keep it up.
Yes, ma'am. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
There you go. I love that.
That was great.
It's always fun. It's like Christmas whenever,
It really is.
you know. I love that we have such wonderful folks here on the show, and many of you are chiming on. Kyle Kreiner, good morning. The Brisketeer has made his appearance in here a few times. By the
Yes.
way,
He's never been on here, though, right?
your brisket is still in my freezer.
I've been gone.
Yeah, well, I'm bringing it by tonight.
I might not be there.
Where are you going?
Shh.
I'm going to Texas Roadhouse without you.
Probably.
I'm going over there, Bubba.
I've got American Legion tonight.
Kyle Kreider joining
thought of
us.
that.
Jamie Saucier with us. We're about to wrap it up here. How about Tanya Charlotte saying good morning? Good morning to you, Tanya. Russell Humphrey, Mayor Humphrey, always great to see you. Love Adrian, too. Adrian Hunter, Cabins and More of Texas, saying good morning, Huntsville family. Happy Hump Day. Day. D-A-A, Day. I like that. Autumn, by the way, said that she calls her mom's cousin, my uncle, cousin Randy. Boy, that's a good one, Autumn. Hey, Uncle Cousin Randy. I love that. And his wife, Auntie Cousin Peg.
I have a convoluted family, and my nephew used to call. Well, I probably shouldn't go into this now. I'll tell you later.
All right. That's the $100 a month subscription fee. you
Uncle
know.
Daddy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Joyce there, who just won a few moments ago. Appreciate you joining us. How about this is Rebecca over at Stainbusters Carpet Clean. I need to call her. Bridget, boy, you know, we got rid of the dog beds a couple months ago, and that carpet and the dogs, you know, it's time to get the carpet clean. Let me just put it that way. They sleep on the carpet. And
I do too.
Yeah. Rick's all in the fetal. Looks up. He looks up Kay, and he's like, you're like, here's a treat. Go back to sleep.
Exactly. I see you've been there.
Hey, it's Super Bowl week.
Yeah, you got that wrong. He doesn't get a treat. He just gets told to go back to sleep.
You have a fly swatter. Go down now.
When I go
down now. No credit, don't sweat it. Super Bowl week. I did want to ask you this. Do y'all watch the big game? Do you do anything? I don't even know if I'm going to watch it this year. I haven't. You're not a Super Bowl.
I've never been a football fan, but she'll watch it occasionally.
Super Bowl week. Quentin Blaze joining
later
us.
I'll go on YouTube and look at the commercials.
Yeah, well, we cut cable, so I'm not sure if we can.
Oh, no, we don't have it.
I'm not sure we can watch it.
We
this
turned
year.
our cable off.
Hey, one thing, too, you know, we do this from time to time, and Jennifer Augustinetti just messaged us and said, please pray for Lee Cooper, daughter Megan. We know Lee. She watches this show, and she said that Megan is having emergency surgery this morning. If y'all don't mind, you know, when people send this, I just want to go ahead and pray. Is that okay? Let's just pray real quick. Lord, we just thank you this morning, one, for the opportunity to speak to our community. We thank you for this community, Father, and we thank you for the ability to serve. Lord, a need has been presented here on this show, and when your Holy Spirit prompts, Lord, we want to move on that. And so this morning, we just pray for Miss Cooper, for Lee, and especially for her daughter who is undergoing an emergency procedure. Father, we don't know what that is, but we know that you're in control of that. We believe in healing. Your word provides all the truth that we need in life, Father. And we just pray for healing right now, Father, that you will move in a mighty way, that you'll give the doctors and the surgeons the skill set and the strength that they need for a successful operation, Father. We just believe that. We know that you are the doer of all things, Father. And we come before you humbly knowing that we're not worthy of anything, Father. But we also know that you're a God of mercy and grace. Help us to cling to you every day, and especially in this moment, help Megan through this procedure and just be with her mother and her family as well. We love you. We thank you. It's in Jesus' name we praise. We ask for forgiveness of our sins. Amen.
Amen.
Good.
So thank you, Jennifer, for letting us know about that. Well, hey, that'll wrap it up. You guys got things to do today. So
every day.
Every day. Y'all going to Rotary today? I mean, yeah, it is Rotary Day today, right? I'm going to try to be there. I think it's barbecue day today. I'm not sure.
I don't know. I've been gone for the last 2 days. For the last 2 times.
2 weeks. Final comments, Kay. Been a fun show. Thank you for being here this morning. Good to see y'all again.
Good to be back.
It's good to be missed.
Yeah. I like, see, this was you earlier saying, like, what did I say whenever I said something about Braylon, hey, what'd you learn today? And you said, make it more specific. Mm-hmm. Rick just pulled that on us. Like, hey, it's good to, and instead of saying it's good to, Rick goes, good to be missed. It made me think differently. Mm-hmm. I love you, buddy. I love you too, Bubba. All right, we'll be back at it tomorrow. Jason Bay joining us. Sky Carlton is on from Deep Clean, Texas. She's also one of our great members of the Walker County Referral Cooperative.
Sky is a nice lady.
Wonderful, wonderful person, her and her husband. And also, I do want to tease this. Look at this red bag. Something's a-coming. I hear that gift a-coming right around the day. It's something from Elliot's that's gonna bless Casa, yay. All you got to do is just keep watching this show, and we'll let you know how to get some Valentines, yo. That's horrible.
Pretty good.
Watch tomorrow on what's going to be unveiled here to support our local community. That'll wrap it up, friends. We'll be back at it tomorrow, 7:30. As I end every show, reminding you we're not strong enough alone to make it on our own. We need each other. So please provide a word of encouragement and lend a hand of support. Somebody out there needs you. Good morning, Huntsville, and God bless. We'll see you tomorrow at 7:30. See you, Rick and Kay.
Good night.